Oh! Hey, look, when I lean back, you can totally see there's a light like right there. Here's the clue. Oh my god, the witness tomorrow. Oh.
Gul'dan versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be mine.
I think this is pretty good against Zbarudan. Zbarudan. I don't actually know how hard I should be tippity tap tapping, life tapping early on, but I would imagine the answer is not a lot until my board begins to become stable. AK Coney says Mal'Ganis is to Turtle as Jaraxxus is to...
I'll never tell.
Is to... I pray for no secrets. Actually, just one. Just one. Totally cool with it. Just one.
Reporting for duty.
I'll never tell.
Stop. Would I like to play Pathfinder? Nah. Nah.
Reporting for duty.
Hellfire! Hellfire! Alright, so I think we actually have a good opportunity here. I'm gonna life tap. I'm gonna start doing some diggity draws. This man's just coming. Oh. I just want him down. I want him down. I want him present. Oh my gosh. Oh. Jay Jess says, tell us more about the Witness. I'm not very familiar with it, other than perhaps a puzzle walking simulator. That's not actually terribly inaccurate, to be frank. It is it's a very mysterious sort of game. It takes place on an island. Oh my god, sick. Alright, I'm gonna run this down first. I'm gonna keep making some 1-1s and see what happens. So here's everything that I know about The Witness. The Witness is a game that takes place on a mysterious island. Very little explanation is given to the player. And the designer, Jonathan Blow, deliberately tried to create a game that was very dense instead of very just generally big. That there is a lot of density to everything that's going on. You know, given that he's mid-rangey, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Draw exactly what I need. And then just be a big boss. Let me actually do this in case there's something real scary like a succubus. I can kill that. Soul Read. So you know, open world games can be very large. Spend a long time wandering around doing shit, but The Witness, I know, was designed to be very dense. There's just a lot of stuff packed in every place, so you want to be looking around, carefully evaluating and investigating the region around you. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Tippity life, tippity tap. Tippity toe, like tippity like that. The other notable thing about it is that I know the game was designed to...
From the void I come.
I know that the game was designed to try to answer the question, in an adventure game, what's the thing that you do? In a shooter, the thing you do is you point a gun and you shoot things, and that basic mechanic is expanded upon with different weapons, different enemies that respond differently to different weapons, yada yada yada, so and so and so and so, and on and on and on and on and shit. And what Jonathan Blow was really trying to do was to find like a nugget of a thing that's the one verb that you expand upon, because typically in adventure games, at least the old school ones, it was like, okay, you are now going to endlessly try to find which item matches which other item. So we gotta be careful here. Actually,
Mortal.
I think I'm just gonna twisting nether here. I'm probably Jiraxis next turn. Cool animation. I think nether. Everyone's like, nether for fuck's sake! Ah! That's literally the worst card in the deck that I could have seen there. That's a good card. I'm gonna go ahead and life tap. Okay. And then I'm probably gonna just Jiraxis out something, I think. Maybe it's better to anti-heal bot and Void Caller, and then I have the Jiraxis on the floor. Oh, hi, Sheriff. How's my little darling chunky
Put your faith in the light.
Oh, shoot. Shit, dude, man. Come on. Dude, you gotta be... Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's go huge. No competitive spirit. Oh, shit. Oh. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Oh, and then he consecrates and kills. Okay, cool. That was a close one. I thought I was dead for sure. 10.
So many possibilities.
I'm not really sure what just went down, but I'm totally okay with it. I don't actually know if we are able to stay alive, because if I do this and I hit here and it's an avenge, 1, 2.
So many possibilities.
So this is 12, 13.
You face
And I don't attack anything.
Burning Legion.
He didn't have a way to kill me last turn. He doesn't have a way to kill me this turn.
None of your business.
Well, gosh, I'd have to describe that outcome as fucking bad.
Reporting for duty. Inferno! The scourge will consume you. My shield for Argus. Get down! You win. The world is still doomed.
were to build an EDH commander deck in Magic the Gathering, who would your general be and why? My general would be myself, and what I would do is my very first directive is go play a draft. What an answer. What an answer. What an answer. Everything of trying some arena again? Nope. Don't care for arena.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
Should have given that answer and followed it up with a...
Soul shall be mine.
Would I ever consider being on roleplay again? Eh. JP's great and roleplay's great, but, you know, again, same reason as not really wanting to do a Pathfinder campaign. It's just, it's a lot of time. It's a very big, considerable investment. And thank you for saying I was good in it, Bearded Justice. I know you could be good in Dungeons and Dragons. I thought all that one did was have a blast. Any Oath drafts on MTGO this weekend? I should do that, man. That's a great idea. Let's get that shit going. Guess what? I'm an aggro... Oh, wait, no. I want to get this... well... The emotional inner turmoil.
Buying or selling.
Could make a compressed campaign. Nah.
Death does
Nah.
not spare me.
You know what now? I do appreciate the offer, though. I appreciate the continued inquiries. Because Blaine, your goal is just to share something. It's just, oh, fuck this asshole with his Shadow Word asshole card. What a dick. You want to share something you really love, you really care about, and that is, like, I think, the greatest thing in the whole wide world. Please make him huge. Valen's chosen. Hey, do you have the... Do you... That was me being her just there. Fuck. Take her down. Blaine Brizzle says it really is. Rather than ask, why don't you play blank? I'm more like, I'd be happy to facilitate you playing blank. That is so fucking awesome. Welcome to the... Hi, my name is... That was me being him.
Buying or selling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm all about, baby. Oh my god. Is this really necessary? I gotta hear him say it again to be able to do it. Oh my god, don't talk to him. That guy's so excavated evil. I don't know if I want...
From the void I come.
Boom! Ken, you know, I generally tend not to say particularly political things. in a very considerable part because I believe that one should spend time. Well, he doesn't have a dragon. I don't know if I want a Finley yet. It's like too sick. No, I'm just gonna toast him. I think that it is important to be extremely researched and thoughtful. That is something that I value a lot, and I think that it is something that people should strive to do, is to research and to think very carefully. And so, I tend not to be the sort of person to say, oh, candidate blah, fuck, candidate blah is bad or terrible because of this particular one small thing that was likely taken largely out of context. It's because of that that I definitely don't like this. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. Because I think that to understand a candidate and their positions would require, again, research. It's important to be informed before making a lot of statements on things. It's just a general ethos I have, some general stuff. But I am going to take an opportunity to say this. I said this before as well. I'm just a little bit surprised. Just a teensy bit surprised that Donald Trump is like the #1 on the polls. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a tad bit surprised that he's the #1. See how neutral and mild a statement that was? That's great. I don't have a demon, so that's pretty tight.
The light does not destroy.
Perfect. Yeah, like, I'm just a little surprised at that. Eight. And the reason is that Donald Trump says quite a lot of things that are very offensive to a great many people.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
And so I can describe that the position that this leaves me in only as one of great surprise. Right? Like, oh, I have a BGH. Sick. Oh my god, sick.
My shield for Argus.
Alright, I'm done. I'm so excited. Oh, there we go.
The scourge will consume you.
Gotcha. Into the breach.
Who's ready? Boom. Let's get some healing going. Oh shit. Fuck yeah, dude. So now there's a whole other side to Donald Trump that I think is this is another thing that I just very focusedly, habitually ensure that I do. Even if it hurts. Ooh. Which is, I want to stop and say, like, I want to do the other side of the argument. But hold on, let me do some maths. I'm doing maths right now. If I power and it goes to 2... I did this wrong, man. Whatever, dude. Fuck it, man. Boy, did I lose my train of thought, like, real hard. Alright, this shit, man. So, like, if someone says, oh my gosh, Donald Trump's a total douchebag, etc., the instinct is to be like, what did he say? And then hear what he said, and go, oh, well, you fuck him. But there's the other side, which is like, what actually are Donald Trump's policies, right? Let's actually stop and ask that question. Actually, I don't know why I haven't done this earlier. I should have done that way earlier. Yeah, like, what are his actual policies? I'll be very honest, I don't know what they really are. I don't know. I don't know what his policies are. You know, and I guess the thing is just like, we're on a tighter schedule than I thought. I have no idea. And if I look at them, yeah, and see, Mother Muth says in all caps, build a wall. And that's the thing that gets me, like, really curious, is that, like, that is certainly a very fun position, right? That's a fun position that he's just this bumbling dumby-dum who just, to the face, because the face is the place. He's this bumbling, dirtily idiot who just says build a wall, and he says offensive thing, that's his policy. But, like, really, I want to know what his policies are. Right? I'm actually quite curious. Oh, that's a good card. I would run that card. That's a great card. I think we win. Face is the place. I think we win. That's like but that's something that I just find interesting, is that, like, is that I'm the best Hearthstone player in the world. I find it rather interesting that there's all this talk and drama and debate and all this stuff, and I've yet to have someone, or yet to see an extensive article in a very popular position that just says, here's what he's actually trying to do. And I think for that reason, that's part of why I like Bernie Sanders. As cliche as that might be, especially for internet folk, I feel like I know what he's trying to do, because literally every fucking video I watch of his, he says the same fucking thing. Like, someone's like, hey, what movies do you like to go to? He's like, income inequality documentaries. he like, that's the thing that he taught, and, you know, and that's, I feel like, useful for me, kind of a plebeian, right? Kind of just some fucking guy to have the only things that I see him say are like the same things. Now, for any of you who might be like, there's a tendency to like hear someone say something and to just conclude a bunch of shit. I have not said that I agree nor disagree with any of the policies of either of those candidates. Right? I have not said that I agree nor disagree. I have actually not given a position. I want to be very particular about that. Rather, what I've said is I'm surprised that Donald Trump's doing so well, and part of that stems from the fact that I don't know anything. Despite the fact about how much has been talked about him, I haven't heard any of the policies. And what I do like about Bernie Sanders is that I do know what he's trying to say to me. Interesting. It's very interesting. Woo! X-Radio Star says dark beer or light beer. Oh, dark beer. Dark. Belgian quad. Let's see. Satan's Press Agent asks a question I think is fantastic. What is your favorite card in Hearthstone design-wise? Boom. Okay. What do I think my favorite cards are in Hearthstone design-wise? I recently had this conversation with a friend, and I will recap something just came out of that, which is that I feel that Hearthstone is an extremely well-designed game. It's brilliantly designed game, and the designers on Hearthstone really know what they're doing. I think that the design space for Hearthstone is not very big. Now, again, notice how I've delineated the difference between a quality design and good designers versus design space. This is something that I think about a lot now that I'm working on a game. And I was talking a little bit about this earlier. I was talking about if StarCraft was one base versus one base, units like the Warp Prism or units like the Mutalisk, you can't really feel why they're interesting or cool if it's one base versus one base. The fact that there are many bases spread around begins to make speed a very important consideration. Wow, the fact that this Reaver can't go from base to base easily makes it very weak to Zerglings in a different way. The War Prism being able to warp in and suddenly be in a main base or an expansion. Mutalisk being able to harass. Expansions, in other words, open up the space to create more and interesting units in StarCraft. And by the same token, there are a number of decisions that were made in Hearthstone, such as I can't respond to you on your turn, that greatly limits the space of possible cards that are creatable. There are many cards in Hearthstone. I think that there are a lot of ways you can actually design a reasonably good Hearthstone card pretty easily because, again, the space is really small. And I contrast that with Magic the Gathering, which has just this huge design space. And I feel like in Magic the Gathering, it's actually quite difficult to design a good card because there's such a huge expanse of really bad cards. And I think the big question that I have going forward in Hearthstone is, what are the cards that are actually going to... Hello, cat. What are the cards and the ways that Blizzard will increase the space, increase the amount of design opportunities that there are there? And so, to answer the actual question of what cards do I think are the most interesting cards, I think I would say it's the also calling back to something I said earlier, that in Hearthstone I feel like the deck construction component is really, really interesting in Hearthstone, and I think that it is more interesting than the I am sitting with the deck playing side of Hearthstone. So the cards that I am most interested in are the ones that have a really strong impact on this deck construction. For instance, Bran Bronzebeard. I really like as a card. Your battle cries activate twice. pretty much always there's a question of, does this card create neat combos? Because I love combos, right? I want to see that. But in particular, it says, like, well, how's the rest of the deck constructed if it's not a combo deck? Do you just have a lot of battle cries? How do you really factor this one interesting thing in that makes you go, let me get more battle cry minions in here? Reno Jackson, another very interesting card to me, that says, oh, well, this is going to change how I construct this, like, on this side, not the gameplay side, this side. A card that I think is a more interesting Hearthstone card that does not do what I'm saying would be Deathlord. Deathlord is a card that is just a very interesting way to deal with an aggro meta and aggro decks, but has some interesting ways to also play against more control decks. So that's an interesting card, but it's not going to shape the construction of your deck as severely as a Reno Jackson. So I think that that is my style of card that I think is really interesting in Hearthstone, is the ones that are really expanding the space of interesting possible deck construction types. Because I just, in general, think that Hearthstone has a very small design space. Again, that's not... I'm going to start with this, I'm going to end with this. Hearthstone is a brilliantly designed game. I think the designers are extremely talented at nailing what they've done. This is a space question, so I'm curious to see how Blizzard will increase the space. Witness tomorrow. Witness, 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 witness. Witness, 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 mushroom, mushroom.